Girl, I can't lie.
I got a comment on one of my videos and the comment was so nice. It was like, Chichi, you're the most fashionable person I know. And I was like, you know, thanks. Like, thanks so much. And I was like, this isn't something that's natural for me. A lot of people think that you're just like born with style. That's not true. You can be taught fashion, you can be taught style. And I was thinking of some styling tips, fashion tips that I have that help me become a more stylish person, and that I feel like me and a lot of other people who are into fashion style know about that maybe you don't know about. I feel like these tips could really help you elevate your style and think of fashion a little bit differently than you did before. In the styling process, when I'm styling an outfit and something just isn't right, I usually implement these tips and I discover, okay, that's what was off, that's what was wrong. These tips are like the solution to all of my fashion problems, and now I'm sharing them with you. So let's talk about them. The first tip is actually my most viral fashion tip of all time, which is so crazy. Make sure your outfit matches with tone. A lot of people assume that when you are creating an outfit and there's color implemented in it, all the colors need to match. The reds need to be the same shade of red, the oranges need to be the same shade of orange, the browns need to be the same shade of brown, but that's not true. You can wear all different shades of any color of the rainbow in any outfit. All I ask is to make sure that the tone of the outfit is cohesive. For example, if you're wearing a red top and red shoes, make sure both reds are the same tone, whether it's warm toned or cool toned. If you have a warm toned red top with a cool toned red boot, that's when the outfit starts to look off. And notice how I said tone and not shade. You can have different colors, you can have different shades of the same color, but it's most important to make sure that the tone of the outfit is cohesive. Warm tones should be paired with other warm tones, cool tones should be paired with other cool tones. Usually when something's off in my outfit, it's because I'm mismatching tones, so I always like to make sure that my tones are the same throughout the whole outfit. Number two, which kind of seems like common sense, but really wasn't common sense for me, was wearing a belt. Not only is a belt a really nice, stylish accessory that you can use to elevate your outfit, but I feel like adding a belt creates a break in your outfit. Sometimes when I'm styling an outfit and I feel like something's off, maybe like the proportions of the outfit are off, I usually add a belt to break up the proportions, break up the outfit, to make sure that the overall silhouette of the outfit is flattering. Before, I would not do this and I wouldn't know why some of my outfits would feel off or not. Usually it's because you need to add a belt or take away a belt. There have been some times where I've added a belt just out of habit with an outfit and I'm looking at it and I'm like, does this even like need a belt for real? I took off the belt and I'm like, oh, it didn't. And the thing about me with belts, I don't actually like wear real belts. Well, the thing is I do. Let me take that back. I do wear real belts, but I've been really creative with my belts as of recently. I've been leaning a lot more towards scarves and ties in terms of my belts, just to add some extra layer of fun and pizzazz to my outfit I wouldn't have without it. So like I said, adding a belt helps a lot. It breaks the outfit up and makes the overall proportion and silhouette of the outfit much more flattering. I usually like to match the color of my belt to the color of my shoes. Another styling tip that only fashionable people know is to wear something that flows, whether that's a dress, whether that's a coat. Something that flows kind of adds an aura to your outfit. If you want to walk into a room and really make a statement, I would suggest wearing something that flows. Because when you're walking and your outfit flows with the wind, you are making a statement, you are making your presence known, everybody sees you. And honestly, for me personally, it makes me feel more confident in my skin. For me, I'm not really one to wear super long dresses. Trench coats, yes, I'm always wearing a long trench coats. And there's something about walking in heels, my trench coat flying the wind, and you can hear my heels like clip, clap, clap on the floor. Something about that whole presence just screams confidence and screams aura, and I swear to God, it makes the average person look 10 times more fashionable. So for me, if I'm just having a day where I'm not really feeling as confident, all I need to do is throw on some boots, throw on a trench coat that flows the wind, and I am like transformed into the most confident version of myself, and I feel 10 times more stylish. I have a lot of trench coats. I have black trench coats, tan trench coats, I have a khaki one. I have like the main neutral colors. I'm trying to expand my trench coat collection to add some statement pieces, maybe add some pattern in to just make things fun. But I've been having a blast wearing trench coats, and I'm so excited that it's now like fall winter time, so I can really use and abuse my trench coats this season. Another styling tip that only fashionable people know is that they aren't afraid to wear things the wrong way. Therefore, you shouldn't be afraid to wear things the wrong way. And when I say wear things the wrong way, I mean that every clothing item has been created for a purpose. For example, jeans are supposed to be worn on your legs. That's pretty self-explanatory. Everybody knows that. But one leg in, the other leg in, pull up, you're wearing pants. But what if you wore pants as a shrug? Instead of putting two legs into the pant holes, you put your two arms in, and you created a nice denim shrug. I feel like people who are truly fashionable aren't afraid to test those waters, aren't afraid to go there and wear things the wrong way. And in my opinion, it makes them a lot more stylish and a lot more fashionable to be able to take those risks. I would say to start out, you don't need to do something as like drastic as that. I would say just do something very small. Like for example, with the tie belts that I've been talking about recently, you can always wear a tie as a belt. Yes, the tie was designed to be wrapped around your neck and to be worn with a suit, but you don't have to wear things that way. Fashion really has no rules. Like I know I have dedicated my channel talking about fashion rules, but really none of these are really rules. They're more so just like fashion guidelines. You don't have to take this advice if you don't want to. There really actually is no right or wrong way to wear anything as long as it feels good for you and it means something to you. That's all that matters. So yes, maybe ties are supposed to be worn around the neck, but you don't necessarily have to. You can always wear it as a belt. I think that adds an extra element into one's style, and it truly does make them a much more stylish person. So don't be afraid to think outside the box. And if you want an even simpler example, let's say you have a cardigan, right? And you're supposed to be wearing the cardigan over the shoulder, right? What if you just wear the cardigan off the shoulder? Yes, it wasn't designed to be worn off the shoulder, but you can because it's your cardigan that you bought, therefore you can wear it any way you want. Those are kind of like the examples that I'm hinting at when I talk about wearing things the wrong way. I think that wearing things the wrong way tests your creativity when it comes to clothes, and it really shows how versatile a lot of things in our closet can be. The last styling tip that only fashionable people know is one that I've been seeing a lot on TikTok. It's been getting a lot of traction, I feel like, with the rise of like subtle sexiness. It's kind of this idea of like how and where to show cleavage. For example, most people are like, okay, if I want to kind of show my chest today, I am going to wear pants to compensate, or if I kind of want to show off my legs today, I'm gonna cover up here to compensate. Kind of not showing too much all at once, but still showing enough to make you feel confident in your own skin. That is a rule that I live by. For me personally, the idea of kind of putting everything out on display is a little bit scary for me, especially living in the city that I live in. If the dressing for the male gaze versus female gaze video taught us anything, it's that these people are crazy. So although like women should be able to wear whatever they want and not to be made to feel uncomfortable by others, that sadly is not the reality that we live in. So I kind of use that tip as a way to protect myself when I'm out, but also still express myself through fashion in my own way. All right, that's it. Those are my 5 styling tips that only fashionable people know. And since I just told you all those tips, that means you're now fashionable too. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.